Oh no!
No!
Hello everyone and welcome to a big reaction to the Schmoedown right here on Dedicated to Art. I'm as usual, Kees Cornelissen, your host, and well, the usual panel is joining me. Same setting as our last reaction, where these two guys already know the result, and they should already know the questions and the answers to those questions and stuff. And I have not seen any of this, so this will be the first time that I watch it. And I'll be very interested to find out if we'll have a new singles champion after this, or we still have the same. Because yeah, Paul Oyama versus Jeff Sneider. It's going to be a long one, according to the length of this video. But guys, you were there. No spoilers, please. But what are you expecting? I don't know.
I'm expecting you to get annoyed by the crowd because I know you're not the biggest Jeff Sneider fan. Like, I know you like him.
I like him.
But the amount that this crowd is going to constantly chant, Sneider, Sneider, I'll be honest, it was kind of annoying. It was genuinely kind of annoying. Like, my bit about that guy the last time about the whole, I genuinely think that the Schmoedown should invest in in-ear monitors for the competitors, so that way, the crowd can, do their thing without being too distracting for the competitors and for the hosts. But yeah, that would have come in handy.
Nico, anything to say before we start?
The most I'll say is I broke my sunglasses as a result of this match. Whether or not,
yes, he did.
Whether or not it was a positive breakage or a negative breakage, you'll have to find out at the end of this video.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I hope that Paul wins, of course, because I like him a little bit more than Sneider. But honestly, it would also be cool to see Sneider win that belt finally. Like, he had 3 number 1 contender matches, and the third time was the charm. Then he finally has the opportunity to win. So we'll see if he can now make it into a belt. We'll see. We're just gonna press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
There. All right. So his player is ready, and we are going to go to the tail of the tape here. Mark, how does it go? The tail of the tape is as follows. Jeff Sneider, who is the lower-ranked opponent, going up against, obviously, the belt-wearing Paul Oyama. Jeff Sneider, he is very good at crime movies. He is very good at 80s movies. And he is very good at looking older than he actually is. He's only 21
Just
years
feels like
old.
the match with El Mayembe was only yesterday.
Primetime Paul Oyama, the guy knows 2010s movies, action movies, and he also knows how to party in a hotel room in Secaucus, New Jersey, until 4 in the morning. What a time we had. We should have FaceTimed you. All right, so with that, I ask you, are you ready? I am prepared, ready to go. Let's rock. It's a championship match. Are you ready? Then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Introducing first, representing the Odd Couple.
I already heard some booze.
By his manager,
That was one of them.
Roxy Schreier.
Of course you were.
Get better management, Jeff.
Of 9 wins, 5 defeats, and 2
okay.
knockouts. He
Overrated.
is the former movie trivia Schmoedown 2 times team champion and the #1 ranked contender, Jeff the Sneider.
Oh, there's Nico.
Look at what an ovation by the challenger. His entire family in tow, led by his manager Roxy
Bless her.
Stryer.
Sort of.
They take hands as they
I know how to pick good seats that'll get me on camera.
Yeah,
This is his
I know.
first singles championship match ever.
What the hell kind of
Insider
suit
been
is
in many
that?
championship battles, never singles.
It's one without a shirt.
And there he is. There's just Sneider.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
man,
yeah.
He is the #1 contender with nunchucks. He has nunchucks. He's got nunchucks. That's
Without
not
a
big.
shirt, that's right.
He's got nunchucks. Oh, Roxy Strier's grabbing the mic.
Alright, there we go.
All right, let's see what we get
Finish
here.
him.
No, seriously, Kaiser, where are you? Because I know that that's a joke, right? Because best manager of the year? Where are you, Kaiser?
where are your
No.
results, Roxy?
Does anybody see Kaiser?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone?
How many belts do you
No.
currently have?
Because where is
Oh, yeah,
he?
none.
And does he even care that he has
She
a
had some,
player
then she lost
defending
them.
a title
Yeah, see, here's the
belt
thing. If you're going to win a
tonight?
belt, you have to hold on to it, too. And if you can't
Yeah.
do that,
Probably
then you
not.
fail.
A player,
Miserably.
by the way, who has never headlined.
Keep in
a
mind,
live event
Roxy
like
used
this.
to host a debate show, so
Who is
she is at least good at
backstage
spinning the
with his
argument in her
headphones
She can
favor.
spin an
on,
argument all she wants, but she
shaking,
can't back it up.
talking to
She's like
himself
Republicans
because
in
he's
that
not
sense.
afraid of Jeff Sneider.
Very good point.
Thank you.
Point.
As
Because at the very
he
least,
should
the
be,
dungeon
by the
will hold
way,
2 belts by the end of the
because
year.
I'm standing next to one of the greatest players of all time.
Eh?
No, okay. Look, what he did with the Patriots, that is unmatched. But in terms of singles, this is good.
Sneider. Jeff,
Also-
by the way,
Also, I'm surprised Tarantino's
who
not trying to sue
defended
you
the
for that
belt
outfit there,
6
Roxy.
times, thank you. Jeff, by the way, who is the only person to win the belt twice with 2 different teammates.
Yeah, and how many times has he won the singles belt?
And Jeff, who after tonight will secure his place on the Mount Rushmore of Schmoedown after he takes down Oyama. So one more time. Sneider.
But Roxy,
Well, there
feel
you
free
go.
to move around
you
and,
got
you know.
Before we bring out the champion, I saw this kid backstage, okay? Can't even grow a mustache, all right?
I mean, he can grow a
Thank you all
mustache,
for
but
coming
he can
tonight.
win matches.
Paul Oyama,
you know?
your initials may be PO, but I'm the one PO'd tonight, and I'm hungry. I'm coming for that belt. And Roxy's the manager of the year.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Thank you to Elton John and Roxy.
Hell, I'll
And
give you the argument
we are ready
that
to go
Ken
here
and
as the
Grace
challenger
deserve
sits
it
down and
over
his manager.
Roxy.
Well, yeah,
And
because,
his
corruption
opponent.
hold the team and the Invictum belts right now.
And Mike, yeah, exactly.
Representing
So,
the Dungeon.
like, they're not going to hold singles,
Led to the
but
ring by
the other belts that they have, yeah, they have them, and they have a good shot at,
with a
keeping them.
record of 5 wins, no defeats, and 1 knockout.
Even though there's someone on screen, I believe, that could do something about that Invictum belt.
And I
Yep.
think they will.
Schmoedown champion of the world. Prime time, Paul Oyama, showered with booze.
I'm like screaming at him to just go get Sneider, to just destroy him.
What an impact he has made on the league. He's walking through
Now they're
there,
staring him
Sneider
down.
right behind him, and they're walking through.
Sneider looks like he's trying to fart.
He's got the belt on his shoulder. What does he care? He hears them screaming and yelling at him, but he knows that he's earned his spot.
I'm sorry for the cuffs, guys. I'm a little
Here we
hungover.
go with both. Oyama emerges with the belt onto the stage.
It's all Gucci. I mean,
There's Oyama. Kevin Smets. Look at Oyama getting in Snyder's face. Awesome. Thank you. All right, we get to hang out with a belt for a little bit. All right, so very nice. Look at Oyama clocking Sneider, just walking right by. And Oyama's getting some love now from the crowd. Oyama's got his, look at this. And we are ready, ladies and gentlemen. He looked at his watch because it's prime time.
You can feel it in the crowd.
Wow. Wow. Who's louder? Who's louder? Oyama fans or Sneider fans? And we are
Sneider
ready.
fans
All
seem
right.
to be a little
Here we go,
louder.
Mark. How does round number 1, 5 rounds. 5
Oh,
rounds
wait,
for the
why am I
title. How does it
doing
go? 5 big rounds, gentlemen, for the championship and the honor of wearing that belt again or continuing to wear said jewelry. Round number 1, it's a normal round 1. There's 8 questions from 8 different corners of the movie trivia.
Yeah, in round 1, I'm sure that Chris had a perfect round.
Penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. You have about 15 seconds to
Unlike
Dom
Rizzi, I actually did.
When we ask you by name, please show your whiteboard to the cameras to us and verbalize your answer.
Shots fired.
The microphone.
And,
Each competitor has
yeah.
3 usages
I'll
of the JTE
play along and
throughout
won't
the
keep track of you
duration
guys'
the match.
scores
Make sure
because
heard a question
you
right
guys
by yourself.
cheated.
Another 15 seconds. The JTE rule. You also each have one
Bless you.
challenge to be used at any time.
Yeah, bless
in the
you.
5 rounds. All right, so we asked the champion first. Are you ready?
Hey, Sneider, look at all these people you're about to disappoint.
See, are you ready, champ?
Set your clocks.
All right, and Sneider, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, ma.
Then let's get ready to
Slightly
Schmoedown.
raised.
Here we go, 5 rounds for the championship. Round number 1. Question number 1. From the realm of action adventure, Steve McQueen and Paul Newman can be found in which 1974 disaster film? It's a fun match because each
Sure guess.
competitor looks like they have a role in the film A Night at the Roxbury. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Was Poseidon the
The
fifth?
Towering Inferno.
Towering
Yes,
Inferno.
Sneider.
Never mind.
The Towering Inferno.
1-1. They're jabbing. They're jabbing. Gentlemen, we move on to animated movies, and your question is, what 2011 animated film features the voice talents
Oh.
of Isla Fisher, Abigail Breslin, Ned Beatty, Bill Nye, and
Johnny
Johnny
Depp gives it away.
I mean, he is the title character after all.
Yeah.
I'm still half asleep.
You know?
Same.
We can see that.
3, 2, 1. Snap.
Rango.
You got it?
Rango.
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 Yes. And Paul Oyama.
Rango.
2-2. 2-2. All right. Question 3 is promise. Daniel Day-Lewis received an Oscar nomination for playing the character Reynolds Woodcock in what 2010's film? I said wood. I know. I heard it. It was funny. Oh, God.
I believe this is the
But that's
one.
your last name in the
I haven't seen this
5.
movie.
There's children. I'm a serious actor. 3. I'm playing Woodcock. 2. 1. Pens down,
Phantom
please.
Thread.
Paul.
You and your rules.
Did not have it.
Yes. And Jeff.
Phantom Thread.
Tie game. Tie game.
Yeah, it was the one
question.
Best Picture nominee that it didn't see.
They know their stuff.
It's.
Your next question.
You would
is
hate
about
it.
movie
It's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
And where he
didn't
is.
see it for
What
the reason
90s
that I
film
probably
has the
wouldn't like it.
line, I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living or get busy dying.
It sounds familiar.
Well, you've
I
got to
don't
picture
think I-
one of the best voices of all time.
Yeah, no,
Well, then it seems it comes down to 2 options: get busy living or get busy dying.
2, 1. Pens down.
Shawshank.
Shawshank.
Oh,
Oh,
you, Oyama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Yes. All right. Oyama goes up 4-3. Sneider doesn't catch that one. Misses
I
his
love that
first round.
movie.
It's still a perfect round halfway through
Oh.
round number 1. Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi.
What is the full name of the ship computer that goes rogue in 2001, A Space Odyssey?
Nope.
That gets a come on from
I know.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was Tom Rizzi's Come On.
I've seen you operate.
What?
Pretty sure that was Dom Rizzi who was saying, come on. It's like saying, oh, it's an easy question. Yeah, I'm Dom Rizzi.
1, pens down.
HAL 9000.
And Paul.
You're not fooling me. HAL 9000.
HAL 9000 is correct. Snyder.
I switched it to 3000.
Oh no, he had HAL 3000. That's not correct.
So Snyder misses 2
I'm
in a
afraid
row.
I can't do that,
And
Dave.
Oyama has not missed yet. 5-3.
I just realized that Nico was probably not like that
Are wearing
movie.
sunglasses. That looks like a blank from Snyder.
It's not a cyborg.
All right, crowd,
It's just
I
a
need your
rogue
help on this
computer.
one because the next category is
Down with AI. Down with
I
AI.
think I love it even more because I think deep down you hate
Long
that
live
so
AI.
much.
Just imagine Stephen
All right, your
Hawking's
question.
wheelchair
What
turning on
stand-up
him
comedian
and throwing him down a
slash
flight of
actor
stairs.
Co-starred with Owen Wilson in 2002's I Spy. And a very special shout out to another very funny comic.
I
from
have
last night.
no idea.
Yeah.
Was very,
It's here in the crowd.
very, very funny set last night. He had to follow that.
I'm not going to show my answer if it's wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Dishonor
down.
on
Paul.
you, dishonor on your cow. Eddie Murphy.
And
Eddie Murphy!
Watch your drinks, folks. Bill Cosby.
I can guess.
Snyder had Bill
The answer
Cosby.
Is Eddie Murphy.
I heard that.
Do you think we want to ask the question with the answer Bill Cosby?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm able to guess
I
after.
thought it was.
He did Song of the South, so anything's possible.
All right, well,
Was he on
Paul
the
Oyama
TV show, Ellis?
Is human.
That's what it
and
was.
Snyder misses again, so it is 5.
Who played Kaiser
Missing.
Soze in The Usual Suspects? Cosby. All right, what's the next one? Here we go.
God.
Whoa.
Number 7.
Yeah, I was going to say, just ask the next question.
Yeah. Number 7.
God.
Horror thriller. Horror thriller. In Interview with the Vampire, who plays Claudia, who is the young dying girl turned into a vampire by Tom Cruise?
Because
I didn't know.
who was the toughest?
Yeah.
You remember?
I liked doing it, but it was tough as road.
I forget, so I just wrote down something funny.
4.
No.
I guess we'll get my answer
3.
later.
George Wallace. 2.
Wallace is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. 1. Pens down, please. And
Kirsten Dunst.
Bill Cosby.
Jeff Snyder.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yes. And Paul.
KD, Kirsten Dunst.
That's right. All right. Last question in round number 1 with Oyama seeing a 6-4 lead here.
These are 80s movies. The 1980s. And the question is, what type of insect becomes a protector to the kids in 1989's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Remember that movie? You're right? Yeah.
It's a good.
That was a good movie. It's a good movie.
Doing a remake.
Yes.
Oh, I think they are.
You
on
can
that.
always guess an insect.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
A bee?
And Paul.
Ant.
Ants.
Yeah, I think this is wrong. Grasshopper.
No. And
I
Snyder.
think I got my own too. Bumblebee?
No.
Ants, right?
Ants. Looking for an ant.
By the way, I scored the
I am
same amount
erasing
of
every
as
right
Jeff
answer,
Snyder
guys.
in
I
that
had
round.
ants and switched it again. I'm
What
just
the
trying to
hell?
do right. I need to trust my gut,
Respectable.
Roxy. I'm not playing well.
All right, so that is the end of round
But
1.
doesn't really
That is the end of round 1.
happen.
The managers can come out here. The end of round 1 as you go
6-4.
over to round.
Got to take advantage of those
number
mistakes. That's bad.
2. How does that go? Round number 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to round
You know what, I'll go under the assumption that, let's say
Round
I was
number 2
playing in Snyder's position.
is affectionately known as
Yeah.
the wheel rounder. Today
And let's
it's
say I
known as
didn't
the
get my
hat round.
perfect, my bonus
Each
question.
opponent gets a
You know.
spin at the wheel or a pick out of a hat.
I'm
Once
still
they
being
settle on a
called by two.
category, they're going to hear 4 questions.
That is
from
true.
said genre. Each question is
But
worth
But how
2
would
points.
you
There's
handle
no
the
penalty for missing
stage
a question.
environment?
However,
I would just wouldn't listen to
stealing
the
is
crowd,
available in round number
frankly.
2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us
Well-
for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options.
And I'd probably
which
shout at the
is
crowd to
correct
shut up.
Answer. At that point, the
There-
value of the
there-
question
there's
goes
also,
down to 1.
A thing
Because
about,
Paul Oyama
you know,
currently enjoys
Paul has a
2-point
belt.
lead over
He
Jeff
got
Snyder.
there
Paul,
because he
you
won
get
5
to
matches.
choose whether
He
you'd
beat
like
Dan
to
Merle
pick
doing
out of
that.
the hat first
You didn't.
Or defer
So-
to your opponent.
There's a difference.
There's a
Very
big
little
difference.
Sweaty. I'll let him go ahead and get this over with.
Very sweaty. It's hot up here.
Snyder,
So
Snyder,
here
It's a
comes
little
the hat.
tight.
Snyder, you're going to go first, but I am going to read the categories out to you before you pick. Here are the categories, and because The champion has the option to either put opponents or spinners in there. He chose to put them in there. So opponents and spinners, or spin again, is in there. Spin again is in there, or choose again. And here are the categories.
Shut up,
Judd
Sneider.
Apatow,
It's not cheap.
Sports films. Nicole Kidman. War films. Crime. 80s movies. Matthew McConaughey. Festival Darlings. Pixar. And Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is in there.
All right, so here you go. Here is Snyder's first.
I already know
choice
that
here.
the moment that Sneider picks Harry Potter, he'll throw it back.
Yeah, who choose? It's you. He said you go first.
Wait, they have a wheel?
Oh, wait, we have a digital wheel?
No, we don't have a digital
Oh,
wheel.
all right.
It's a funny,
Just a
crazy
joke.
We have a Wheel of Fortune wheel.
Yeah.
Lose
Yeah.
turn.
Oh,
At your ready.
there it is.
Wait
Wait a minute. Wait
There
a
it
minute.
is.
Making an appearance. It's the digital wheel.
Oh, wait, opponents and spinners' choice are
We
on
have
it.
the wheel.
That
We
is
have the wheel. The wheel's
interesting.
working now.
Okay, it's not
Yeah,
on opponent's choice.
because
is
Paul
it?
wanted it on there.
It hasn't
Yeah,
spun yet. It
no,
hasn't spun
All
yet.
right, so
That's
Jeff,
weird.
take a spin at the
So,
wheel.
Jeff, here's the spin. Here's your first spin. Here it goes.
See if the wheel wants to cooperate. Has it?
Did
been
they
out
prime
by-
it
I don't
first,
even want to
though?
look.
There it goes.
This is ugly.
Go home.
Fuck
Round
you,
and
Jim
round.
Green.
Here it goes, the digital wheel. Is
Oh,
it feeling frisky?
Pixar. Yeah, he'll spin again. He'll definitely spin again.
Pixar movies.
He wants that Harry Potter.
Pixar.
I'm gonna respin.
All right, here's the spin.
A respin.
Final spin here for Snyder.
Did,
Gotta
did
take
Snyder
whatever
put
lands on
Harry
here.
Potter
Here's the
on
spin.
it?
Harry Potter, you can all go home.
That's a big risk, Christian, knowing that he's got a weakness out there like Harry Potter.
Speaking of,
Weakness. I wouldn't even call it
ooh,
that.
80s. He does the big one.
Ooh,
Close
boy.
to Harry Potter. All right. Oh,
So
boy.
80s. I
So
will
close to
ask-
opponent's choice on the
I
first
will
spin,
ask
so
him
close
the
to Harry
80s.
Potter on
Wow.
the second.
All right.
Yep.
Such is the luck of Snyder.
All right.
Didn't
Jeff,
get lucky.
Jeff, here you go. 4 questions. 4 questions. Which 1980s film is about a nerdy outcast that secretly pays the most popular girl in school to go out with him to make him popular?
Can't buy me
Can't
love.
buy me love.
Starring our buddy Court McCown in that movie.
All right. All right. Question 2. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what is Clark going to do with his Christmas bonus?
I would have gotten some the 2-point. Put in a swimming pool.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, put in a swimming pool, B, go on vacation, C, buy a new car, D, give it to charity?
Put in a swimming pool.
1
He
point.
ain't giving it to charity. He ain't giving it to
Snyder takes the
charity.
lead, Christian.
All right,
Well,
here's
if
question
he
3.
himself is a charity.
What store does Raymond say that he gets his underwear from in Rain Man?
Okay, everyone stay quiet for this question because something's about to happen.
Multiple choice.
A, JCPenney, B, Walmart, C, Macy's, D, Kmart.
I don't need the question, but I need the multiple choice.
You get it one more time. A, JCPenney, B, Walmart, C, Macy's, D, Kmart.
J.C. Penney.
I believe that is the Cincinnati Kmart.
Kmart is
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
Challenge.
Huh? Yeah.
Challenge? What?
Somebody wrote it. Somebody said it in the front row.
Somebody screamed out in the front row?
Yeah.
Got it. If-
Somebody yelled Kmart
this
before
is
you.
I heard it as well. So here's the thing. If that happens again, you will be thrown out of the
Ooh.
building. Do not do it again. We have to re-ask
Do
the
you guys,
question now.
do you guys know who did
Cannot-
that?
you cannot
I
do that.
saw
I do
who it
not know this
was.
gentleman for the record.
Yeah. So
Do you know their name?
Neither do I.
I got.
I'm
Nope.
sorry, Paul.
Paul, I got
That
to
was
re-ask the
bullshit.
question. That's a part of the.
No, I get it.
Don't know their name.
Answer-
Not
scream
not
out
gonna
the question
call
again.
them out like
Get out
that.
of the-
Obviously, they
And that goes
didn't
for
feel the
anyone.
need
Alright,
here
to
we go.
put the
So
camera on
Even
them.
people who got married tonight.
That
I'm kidding.
Wait,
You guys
wait.
are great.
That question's off the board. Question's
Sorry,
off the
Paul.
board.
It's total reset.
Totally off the board.
The thing is, Oyama clearly knew it
Can I
because
challenge
he
that ruling?
Yeah,
specified
I think
what
that's
one
a
it
worthy.
was.
I think that's a worthy challenge.
So,
So we'll confer,
Yeah.
and then
We'll come back.
we'll be right
Whatever.
back after this quick timeout.
But yeah, as I will
And the ruling
mention the
on
bonus
the
because everything
field
coming up.
is such because Jeff Sneider
Don't do
did
that,
not know the
people.
answer to the question. We deemed it unfair to ask him a makeup question that he might know the answer to. So what we're going to do instead is offer a 1-point question
I was
to Paul
thinking.
Oyama that will serve as
Yeah,
his
that's
challenge.
better.
All right.
And Paul, you're going to get 4 multiple choice options as well.
Okay.
You're going to get 4 options,
Okay.
and the question is going to be worth 1 point.
All right, here you go. Which stand-up comic played Maurice, Akeem's co-worker in Coming to America? A. Don Rickles. B. George Carlin. C. Louis Anderson. D. Bob Newhart.
Louis Anderson.
George Carlin?
No, it's Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson. So, all right, so now...
And you guys were all really good and quiet on that.
All
I
right.
want to thank you, crowd. That was awesome.
So now we have question number 4, Jeff. Here's your last one.
Ooh, last one already.
Who plays Eddie Valiant in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Bob Hoskins.
2 points.
I was thinking you should know that.
So 7-6, and now
It's
the
actually
wheel...
9-6. It is
9-6.
9-6.
Yeah.
9-6.
Actually, the
9-6,
score is
the wheel
69.
back on the board
Hey-o.
here. Paul Oyama will now
Giggity.
get his either
Giggity
1 or 2
indeed.
spins as we set the wheel back up. Here's the wheel, and the first spin for Paul Oyama is...
Alright, let's see.
Here we go. So after that, I mean,
Would it-
didn't work out necessarily the way it's-
Wouldn't it be ironic if it now hits
It's
opponent's
9-6.
choice?
And we're just going to gently rock the wheel awake here. You don't want to disturb a sleeping wheel.
There it is.
Like, he puts opponent's spinner's choice on there and it screws him over. Oh, no.
I'm so sorry she's
80s, free spin.
So it's another spin.
It's another spin. Go ahead, wheel.
Free spin.
Fire it up again.
Come on. Oh. What did I tell you?
Opponent's choice.
Opponent's
What did I
choice.
tell you?
Sneider hits a, so it's opponent's choice.
Seriously, if Paul retains the belt or gets the belt in the future, I don't know if he'll put
So Jeff
put spinners and
Sneider is
opponent
now
shows
gonna
on
look
there
at the
again.
wheel and determine what he is
I mean, he
gonna
put
sound
it on there
Paul
knowing
Oyama
it was a
with.
risk.
What category?
That is true.
Sports movies.
Sports. Okay.
Movies it is. Okay.
Sports films.
Hmm.
All right, so sports
Did
movies
Snyder
are
pick that
first.
knowing it was a strength for
Sports
Snyder,
films, these are about
or
athletic
more a weakness for
competition
Paul?
and the drama
Or
therein.
Mm, I don't think these people research Paul's fan league experience.
That is
In
true.
the film Major League, Indians radio announcer Harry Doyle is played by what real-life baseball broadcaster?
Remind me if I'm wrong here, but wasn't it Harry Carey?
Nope.
Oh.
Multiple choice.
Is it A. Harry Carey, B.
Yeah,
Jack
it is an
Buck,
option.
C. Vin Scully, or D. Bob Uecker?
Bob, you.
Bob Uecker.
1 point for Paul
All right.
Oyama.
Hold on.
Yeah, knew that too.
Bob Uecker.
All right. Paul, your next question. Samuel L. Jackson's Ken Carter coaches what high school sport in 2005's Coach Carter?
Basketball.
Basketball.
It is basketball. 2 points.
Tie.
Paul Oyama now looking at a tie with Jeff Sneider. They each have 9 points. He can take the lead on this next question, his penultimate in this round. Who plays
Penultimate.
Quincy's father, Zeke, in the film Love and Basketball?
I'm gonna go multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Dennis Haysbert, B, Keith David,
Pedro
C, Tate
Serrano
Diggs,
himself.
or D,
Dennis
Forrest Whitaker?
Haysbert.
Tay Diggs.
That is incorrect. Jeff, I'm going to give you your options again for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Dennis Haysbert, B, Keith David, C, Tate Diggs, or D, Forrest Whitaker?
A.
You said A? That is correct for a
Okay.
point. Dennis Haysbert it is.
Snyder takes the lead.
Good, good.
And that point needs to go to Snyder, not
So Snyder
Oyama.
takes it. 10-9. Snyder has 10 and Oyama has 9. All right, here we go. Here we go.
All right. Paul, your last question in the world of sports movies. What 2001 sports romance stars Freddie Prinze Jr. as an aspiring pitcher in the Cape Cod Baseball League?
Summer Catch.
2
Hold
points
on.
for Paul Oyama.
All right.
Dear friend of the
Navigated
show,
well
Freddie
through
Prinze
that.
Jr.
All right, so round number 3, we
Very
get to
close,
Oyama
one
has a
point.
1 point lead. The champion has a 1 point lead as we get to the betting round. The betting round, Mark, how does that go?
Place your bets, competitors, because the betting round
Place your
features
bets,
one
place your
question
bets.
from a category that will be spun at random on a
I have
electronic
3
Once
points
we
to
settle
bet.
on a category, we need a wager from
Yep.
each
I thought you
competitor.
had
You may
four.
wager 0 points. You may
Well,
wager
but you
3
can
points.
bet
You may also
three.
wager 1 or 2 points.
I'm going
How
to
many points
bet
you wager?
3 points,
If you
but
answer
it's
the
kind of
question
cheap
correctly,
because I
you gain
remember the
that many
question.
points. If
That's
you
the
answer the
thing.
question incorrectly,
You were
lose
there.
the amount of points that you bet. So bet with
And the
caution
judgments is
when
still
you're
out if you
ready
actually
to
got
have
3
the wheel up
points
there.
based on your
I
own
guess
knowledge,
we'll say that Paul is
not
spinning
knowing
it,
the
but
question
we all know
yet.
who's
I
behind
don't
it.
remember the question, but I do remember the
Go ahead and
category.
spin that wheel.
Okay.
Here's a spin here. They're gonna, after
But I
Again, this
assume
night was
you'll-
kind of a big
hands-on,
blur for me.
they're
Like, I
going
just
to
remember
write their points
experiencing it. I don't remember
Satan
really
himself giving it a spin.
the minute by minute.
And we land on.
Spinner's choice.
That's
Okay,
Well,
now
that's
now
actually
Paul
Paul's
might
choice, so
be
now
a little
Paul can
happier
select. Paul,
with
what
it.
category would you like your betting round question to be in?
Harry Potter.
He's the
Yes.
spinner.
He's a spinner.
Paul is the spinner, so he
Wait a
spun.
second. I've never even heard of someone choosing the category in round 3.
But you
because
can.
he's
He hits
spun
spinner's
That's
spinner.
how
choice.
it
It throws
goes.
it in the wheel round. You can. It's
Also
100%.
because
Team 80.
usually
I don't know.
people don't put
Above the line,
Hey,
Yeah.
Team 80s.
That's
Team
always,
80's got a reference.
always been the rule.
I heard it.
We're
yeah.
going to need a wager from Jeff and from Paul. So, gentlemen, please write down on the
Can I
whiteboard.
wager 0?
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
You certainly can.
You can.
You probably should.
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
So once the wagers are in, Paul, I need you to write down your wager and then show us, not the crowd.
Oh,
Just show us.
I'm definitely betting
Thank you
3
very
points
much.
on that one.
Jeff Sneider, I think we know what your wager
I'm also
is.
betting 3.
Christian Harloff is going to be asking the question.
You guys don't
Manager-
count.
Okay, that is the bet for Jeff
Okay.
Snyder.
And Paul.
I showed Ellis already.
Okay.
We got it. We got it.
All right. Here we go.
Jesus
All right.
Christ, we got it.
So here we go. Here is the question.
In the world of Harry Potter,
Harry Potter.
the Quidditch kid.
Yep. In the Harry Potter franchise, who plays
Ooh.
the highly regarded wand maker, Mr.
Paul knows
Ollivander?
this.
Ollivander, excuse me.
There we go.
The
Okay.
answer to that is John Rowe.
Great actor.
Great.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Watching from Australia, I believe.
All right. And
Had a role in Hellboy as well.
3,
Yes?
Yes.
1.
John Hurt.
Snyder, how many points?
John Hurt.
John Hurt.
And
Still 9.
incorrect. You lose 1 point there.
Oh, we lost a
9.
point.
Oyama, how many points?
3.
And
John Hurt.
Oof.
yes.
There you go.
John Hurt, 14-9. Big swing there as we
That's
get to
helpful.
the
That
speed
is very
round.
helpful.
Having Lucas Schilbach as your
And
Phantom
now we
Fight
get the
partner
speed
helps
round.
in that
Round
regard.
number 4, how
Yes.
does it go?
Well, and of course,
The
Kevin Smith
buzzers
as,
have come
as
out
your
for the
fashion mate.
speed round.
That
In the
too.
speed round,
Lots of
the
Potter
competitors
training going
are
on in
asked
the
5
Potter
total
training.
questions. Each
Sounds a
question's
lot
worth
like
1
potty
point.
training.
If you think you know the
Yes.
answer, you may cut off the question asker. Use your buzzer to buzz in.
Oh,
if your
right,
buzzer
buzzing.
lights up, once we say you by name, you have exactly 2
Okay,
seconds
use
to
with
answer that
glass.
question. If you
Yeah,
get the
that's fine.
question
Trying to
correct in
spill.
2 seconds' time, you get a point. If you get the question wrong or you do not complete your answer within 2 seconds, you lose a point. And I will now.
Okay, just for
scroll
the
up
record, I think I'm
between
like
the
2
gentleman
seconds
and the referee
behind,
because I'm great at it.
but
Now,
I'll
as
just
Mark
buzz
gets
it.
it,
Wait,
we
wait.
have now
Too
Score
bad.
check.
Case is a second
He
ahead
at
of me.
8. He bet 1 point.
But I'll definitely still buzz it
Oh,
before.
he's at 10. Okay, my phone.
Yeah. 14-9,
Sure.
14-9, and as we get to it, Mark's orange shoes. Mark takes stand there too. All right.
Oh, those shoes.
All right,
They're
here we
so
go.
loud.
So Mark, you're gonna let me know. So Mark's gonna say the name. Do not answer until Mark says your name. And here we go, guys. You both ready? Jeff, you ready? Paul, you ready? Here we go. Question 1. What 80s comedy has this tagline? A lively comedy about a guy who isn't.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Beetlejuice.
No. Weekend at
Oh,
Bernie's.
okay.
All right. Question 2. Which eye is Kubo missing in Kubo and the Two Strings?
Left eye.
Left eye.
Left. It's a 50-50 shot. Someone take it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Left eye. Left eye. All right.
That's the thing, you don't want to.
Question
Not like he had a third eye.
What is the subtitle of the 1993 Robin
Oh,
Hood
Robin
spoof,
Hood's Men in
which
Tights.
was
Men in
directed-
Tights.
Men in Tights.
Yes. Question 4. What teen comedy franchise features characters named Jim Levinstein?
American Pie.
American Pie.
American Pie.
Yes. And Your final question. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, was released in which year?
2013.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So going into this fifth
5-point
round,
lead.
Oyama finds
So
himself
nothing has
with a
changed
5-point
in that
lead.
regard.
And
Nope.
Jeff
That's
Sneider
last
now
round.
has to catch up going into this round, the fifth and final round, the championship round. All right, Mark. Round
The
5.
championship round is still
How's it
like
go?
round 3 in every other match. I believe
Case, don't overthink it.
we just had 2
Thank you,
championship
guys,
rounds
but that
because,
4-point
Don't
margin
overthink
is gonna be
it.
tough.
All right. All right, round number 5 is going to go
Fine.
like this. The competitors are going to pull 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one is worth 2 points. Second one, 3.
And
third
traditional.
one
Well,
worth
to be fair,
5
you can still
points.
call this the championship round
Oyama
because
is in the
traditionally
lead at the
speaking,
moment right
unless
now.
we go to
By
sudden
the
death,
way, all
this
you
is
have
what
is
decides the
JT rules,
match.
all 3, and your
No,
champion.
that's true.
So now
But
we start with
the thing is that this round always decides the
8,
match.
17, and 11.
8, 17, and 11 for the champion and the challenger.
Unless we go to sudden death, but yeah. Oh,
6,
tragedy.
12, 14.
Great numbers.
12,
Okay.
14.
Sure.
For the challenger, and we start with Jeff Sneider, number 6.
Did you say number 6, Christian? I can talk again.
Yeah,
I'm
there
a
it
real live boy.
Action adventure,
Okay.
Jeff. So you need the 2
That's
points.
good.
His mic was muted, so.
Action adventure. Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage take on the villainous Ed
Oh,
Harris.
The Rock.
In which 1996
Best Michael Bay film.
The Rock. 2 points.
All-time
All right.
great picture, and now Jeff Snyder's within one
Some say
answer.
it's the only
forcing
good Michael
Oyama's
Bay
hand
film,
and
and
avoiding a
they wouldn't be
TKO.
wrong, I
All right.
believe.
There you go, Jeff. Denzel Washington for your 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Jeff, how many feature-length films
Ooh,
has Denzel
5?
Washington directed? 20 seconds to answer this one.
I might
Don't
watch
need breath.
Hurricane later
Correct.
today.
Tie game. All right, now we
No,
bounce.
all right.
Now
Tied.
we bounce
So
to
Paul has
Oyama.
chance for 2.
Oyama's now going to get the 2-pointer.
It's impressive.
Okay.
All
calm down.
right. It is tied at 15 points apiece. It has been a battle, and now Paul Oyama hits the stage for round number 5. Paul, your 2-point question, you selected number 8, and that corresponds to the 1980s. 80s films. Your question, to take a 2-point lead over Jeff, who stars as Lucas, the intelligent but socially inept 14-year-old high school student in the 1986 film Lucas?
Corey Haim.
Corey Feldman.
Oh.
That is incorrect. The answer was Corey Haim. Corey Haim.
All right,
It's
so
always
we go
one
back
or the
to
other.
Oyama.
It's always one or the other with
Oyama with
those
his
2.
3.
All right.
Oyama's your 17. Oyama's got number 17, which is...
Okay, so Paul, for your
It's not good. It's not
3-point
enough.
question now, you selected number 17, and Doug Williams' number corresponds to the world of dance movies.
Damn. Okay.
Dance movies. And your question for a 3-point lead. Who plays the bar owner, Lil Lovell, in Coyote Ugly?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
I would say I'm
I
not
can
even
certainly
gonna
do that.
pretend that I remembered this one.
Who plays the bar owner, Little Lovell, in Coyote Ugly?
It's not Kirsten Dunst or Bill Cosby, I can tell you that much.
Whoa.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Demi Moore.
Looking for Maria
Yeah.
Bello.
All right. So
5 winners
here's how
on
we
both
stand on
accounts.
this now. So Sneider will get his 5. Sneider will get his 5-pointer here. Sneider will get the 5, and here it is. All right, Jeff. Category 14. Will Smith.
Okay.
Will Smith. All right, here you go. In the film Hitch, what does Kevin James's character throw away right before he plants a big kiss on the woman of his dreams?
Car keys. It's keys. He knows it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
First one. In Hitch, what does Kevin James's character throw away right before he plants a big kiss on the woman of his dreams?
It's his key. She knows.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Ooh.
Second one. In Hitch, what does Kevin James'
I love how they
character
keep
throw
asking
away
Hitch
right
questions
before he
like
plants
Hitch is
a big
somehow a
kiss
good
on the
movie.
woman of his dreams?
It is.
It's a guess, but if you kiss the woman of your dreams, you probably don't need Hitch anymore. I'm going to guess he throws away Hitch's number.
Oh, no.
It's his inhaler.
Oh, it's inhaler. That's
All right,
right.
so now
Ah,
Oyama
crap.
can win the game if he hits the 5. If he misses
Which
the 5, we
I
go
feel
to
like
sudden
even if you
death.
do meet the girl of your dreams, you should probably keep that
All
inhaler.
right. And the Oyama
Well,
chance
yeah,
to
the-
start. All right.
The thing is, they go on a
Oyama
date, and then he
has
doesn't have the
selected
nerve to kiss her, so he walks away,
Category number
but then he comes
11.
back and throws
Category
away
number
his
11,
inhaler.
Paul, for your
Like
5-point
the bad.
question
Is it Harry Potter?
and the potential win. It is not Harry Potter. It is, in fact, dramas.
Okay.
Dramas. And your question for the win and to retain this belt right here.
Right
In
here.
the film American Beauty, Lester Burnham
Or
asked
right
for
here.
what vegetable dish
Or
to be
right
passed
here.
to him several times, only to throw the dish into the wall.
Potatoes.
Asparagus.
Oh, right, that's true.
I could go for a yam right now.
3.
Repeat the question.
In
That's
American
last one?
Beauty,
Last one.
in American
Sweet
Beauty,
potatoes are
Lester Burnham
delicious,
asked
man.
What vegetable dish to be passed to him several times?
Sweet potatoes,
only to
yes.
throw the
Yams,
dish
not so
into
much.
the
Like,
wall?
especially with,
Sweet potatoes come from yams.
in terms of how they're like prepared. It's like candied yams.
Green bean
no
casserole?
thanks.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, sudden
Incorrect.
death.
Looking for
Oh, dear.
asparagus.
Oh,
So we're
dear.
going to sudden
Oh,
death.
dear.
Sudden death.
Jesus
15,
Christ.
15
This
was
might be the
any
lowest
other
scoring
way.
title match ever.
In New York City,
What was the answer? Was it peas?
Asparagus. Asparagus.
we get sudden death.
I mean, we've had
Death
Inner Geekdom
Championship.
title matches that
New
have gone to
York, did
sudden
you ask
death,
for
and they've
anything
been
more?
longer.
Sudden death. All right.
It's gonna be a good time.
There
It's gonna be a very good time.
How come
Alright.
score are you
So
keeping?
here's how it goes.
How I would have
Alright,
done if I was in
sudden
Snyder's
sudden
spot.
death, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right, crowd.
But there
I do need the crowd to remain
there are
somewhat silent
about
during the reading of the
25
rules because
minutes
I don't
left
know
in
if
this
either
video,
competitor
so
knows how sudden
Jesus.
death works. Sudden death, it works a lot like round number 1. It's just like the pressure's like way more intense. We're gonna
Yes,
ask
it
a
is.
question to the field. So the question is asked. You have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard.
If both
in front
get it
of you with
right,
the
we
markers you
continue.
have.
If
Now,
both get it
if
wrong,
you
we
both get the
continue.
question
But
right,
if one gets it wrong
you get
and the
a
other
point,
gets
and
it
we move on
right,
to
the one
the
who
next
got it
question.
right
If you
wins.
both get the question wrong, no points are awarded, and we move on to the next question. If one of you gets the question right and the other one does not, the person with the correct answer will be the champion.
Yeah.
And you both have one JTE rule. One for this round. All right. So we ask the champion, are you ready?
Set your clocks again. Let's do this.
Challenger, are you ready?
I don't even know how I got to this point.
But you're
Here we
here.
go. Here we go. All right. All right, guys, first question. First question. Which actor makes a silent cameo as a priest at the
No.
beginning of 1978's Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Throwing heat out of the gate.
Straight up don't know.
Why did I even pick up my marker?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right.
Okay.
That's your only JT rule.
Yep. All right. Where did it go?
You
All
gonna
right.
repeat
Which
the
actor
question?
makes a silent cameo as a priest?
Oh,
at
what?
the
No
beginning
Snyder
of
chant?
1978's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
No. Very silent.
I think they realize now is the time to let them think.
And 5, 4,
No, that's true.
2, 1. Pens down. We start with Paul Oyama
Robert Duvall.
This could be it, boys. Robert Duvall.
and Jeff Sneider.
Oh!
And
Yes!
The winner! And still, movie
Well, fucking
trivia
done.
Schmoedown, champion of the world!
So,
Good stuff.
wait, sorry, Roxy. What's that?
How many votes do you have again?
Manager of the year?
Oyama! How about that?
Paul Oyama takes it.
Robert Duvall, who won Sneider the title back at Spectacular.
That's right.
It sinks them here in New York. Oyama keeps it in sudden death.
Oyama gets the belt. He gets an embrace from Kevin Smets, and I think he's won over the respect of this crowd. Even if you weren't rooting for Oyama, you cannot deny that this guy is one of the new stars in the movie Trivia Schmoedown, and he's got the belt to prove it.
He's 6-0. No one has ever done that before. 6-0. He's one of the few who have won the title and defended it. He defended the championship against a very, very cagey Jeff Sneider all the way back here. Back and forth they went. He missed his 2 and his 3 and his 5. He missed all of his questions in round number 5 and still won because of that. Yeah, but give it to Jeff Sneider here, who came back.
Hell of an
He
effort.
fought back.
Got himself to sudden death.
Hell of an effort.
Oh, hey, Sneider put up a good
And
fight.
Sneider
Got
just
close.
barely misses it, but
Not close enough.
Paul Oyama is still the champion. He's going to Spectacular. He will face the winner of the tournament now. And there he is, the
And
champ.
Sneider
winning
is
that
not
belt.
in the tournament.
So Kaiser and
Okay.
the Dungeon pick up
Nope.
another win here this season. And unfortunately,
The singles
Roxy
tournament,
and
at least.
Sneider have to go home and
Well, yeah, of
but
course,
they
he
fought
is
pretty
a
hard.
team.
They fought very valiantly, and you know that Kaiser is smiling at the Chili's 2 in Terminal
And,
3 of
well,
LAX, where he is
considering
currently
his
awaiting
success
the next
with
flight to New York to
Draco, he could get very
congratulate
far in
his
that
protege.
tournament.
And you're right, for Jeff Snyder, look, the family was in
could.
full force. He had a lot of fans here tonight, and he gave one
Wonder
hell of
when
an
we get a
effort. That's
bracket
maybe
for
the
that
best
one.
I've seen Snyder play.
We'll get
in
one
a
soon.
soon.
match.
Oh, God, no.
He fought
Yeah,
back.
the
He
question
fought
is
back.
how
I mean, he's been
soon?
on fire before too. But
Gritty,
what he
gutty.
did, I think this is where you give the crowd a lot of credit to Roxy Strider
Like
too.
next
Jeff
week?
Sneider from about
2
a year
weeks?
ago gives up.
Walks away.
He was in a different headspace back then. But now this Jeff Sneider said, nope, I'm going to fight back. He fought back and he got himself to sudden death. And it's funny because of that. Robert Duvall was the one that won him the title at the Patriots, and it's the one that's in New York. But Paul Oyama
Oh, the
is
irony.
still the champ, 6-0. And Emma Pipes is
Fine irony.
talking to both
It's
the
a lot like
champion,
Captain
Paul Oyama,
Nita.
and the In Snyder. Jeff Sneider, take it away.
Yes.
Thank you, Christian. And here we are with your still Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, primetime Paul Oyama.
No.
Paul,
That's us cheering for him.
Nice.
As we barely see you. There you go.
Paul,
I see
how
my
does it
fist.
feel to have your first title defense
Yeah,
live
well,
in front of a crowd?
I saw
here in New
a
York
fist.
City?
I don't know if that was
I got
yours.
their words for it. This crowd is incredible. I almost blew it, but here we are.
Here we are, yes. And, I think that there was little doubt in anybody's mind that there was a very good chance that you were going to defend the title today, but you just truly
Again.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I've clearly worked very hard for this, and all credit to my competitor. But I came here ready
Opponent,
to
you
defend this
mean?
belt, and I had that confidence in myself. That's something that Kaiser instilled in me. He kind of left me with the ability to stand on my own. He couldn't be here, but he was in here all week and all year, and he's been incredible. Smet's obviously supporting. That's huge, and just excited. Great day for the dungeon.
I mean, clearly, too, spending all that time trapped in a dungeon studying movie trivia alongside Kevin Smets clearly has rubbed off on you. Props to you for choosing Harry Potter in that voting
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff has been vocal.
Definitely
in the
made
past about
Emma's
not being
day.
a big fan, so I figured I'd use that to my advantage.
And how
That was
do you
smart.
feel about some
Smart
of
choice.
the criticism, shall we say, that might be arising in terms of you choosing to have spinners and opponent's choice on the wheel in a championship match?
It's a
I
game.
think that
Do what
people who
works
win
to your
titles will
advantage.
be making those complaints, and I do what it takes to win. People can complain, and that's fine. They can do whatever they want, but I will continue to do use the strategy that's best to my advantage, and I'm not going to stop because some people are mad about it.
I mean, when you are the champion, you earn the right to make those choices. And, you know, with the level of competition being what it is in the Schmoedown today, you got to take
So is
advantage
this like
of every advantage.
the Action Army
possible.
impression, or?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta, you know, use everything.
Oh
in your
no, see
toolbox
there
to
I'd
win.
just be like, well, Andrew Guy doesn't have a belt.
So you'll
Yeah.
be defending the singles belt again
Fair.
this year. Who
Thank
do you
you.
see coming up through the
It sounded
singles
similar,
tournament as
though.
potentially being your biggest threat to that thing there? He
Now, let's
might
face facts,
consider
the Action
himself
Army
to be
hates
here
Paul.
in this building,
They
tonight,
hate
even
Paul.
played in the last
They
match.
didn't
Not that
give
I'm
him a
trying to
lot of
influence
love
your
in that
opinion or
room.
anything.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I mean,
why
still
though.
overlook what happened before this.
I was
Sure.
supposed to say, yeah.
'Cause again,
I
they
thought
don't
Action Army
follow the
loved
family.
self-assured jerks who, you know,
True, and
Exactly.
care about
happened
loving themselves
here
too
in the
much.
Trivia Schmoedown.
Exactly.
Yeah, you came in with a strong lead. Started looking
Look, they
weak
don't-
there for a second. We
They
went into
don't
that
follow
second
the
death,
families
but,
like we do.
in
They
the
don't
end,
understand the
here we are.
journey Paul went through to get to
Congratulations,
this
Paulo
point.
Oyama,
They
on
still
your
think
first
he's an
Thank you, Emma.
overrated
Thank you, crowd.
guy who got lucky.
And we will be
But
right
now
back
this is
with
the
Jeff
reassurance
Sneider
that
and
he
his
is
manager, Roxy
legit.
Stryer.
Well,
Yeah,
like you said, I
he
mean,
proved in
I
front of a
gotta
live
give
crowd
credit
that
to
he can
Paul
defend the belt.
Oyama. What he said was-
Barely, but
Yeah.
Emma
yes.
asked him, Emma said, what do you think about the criticism?
Well, okay, to be fair, in his last match, not in front of a live crowd, he defeated Dan Murrell, which is also a huge thing.
Look, he's a champion. You do whatever you have to do. You want to hold
And
on to
it's
that
just-
belt.
And
it's-
now he's gonna defend it at the Spectacular.
Yeah.
He hit opponent's
That
choice,
is going to be
and,
spectacular.
spinner's choice, and then he picked Harry Potter, and that's what won him the match.
Yeah,
And
just
if he
such a
wins
cool,
that
calm,
match, he
collected head about it.
is
He's got
player
such
of the
a
year.
veteran presence for being. He's a
Oh, yeah,
child.
definitely.
A child
7
has the
wins
belt,
in a row.
and
There's
he
no
knows so
way
much
you can
about
deny
movies, but
him
more
that
importantly,
right.
I think that he brings a moxie,
And
a
Kaiser
style to
gets
the league. It
manager
may
of
be
the year.
understated. It may tend towards the heel
100%.
a little bit, but look, a
But I
nice
feel
handshake
everybody
between
has
him and
that.
Jeff
Absolutely.
Sneider. Very well played match in front of a great crowd, and what more can you ask
Oh.
for if you're Paulo Oyama right now than the belt
As
in
you
New York
said,
City? That's right.
I think
All
Ken
right,
and Grace
so
do have
obviously,
somewhat of
It was
a
a
say
fight,
in
it was a
that.
battle, it was
They
a
do.
scrap between one of the
It
greatest
really
players
depends
of all
on
time
how
here, the
corruption
two-time
ends the
champion
year
Sneider didn't win the
with
belt, so
belts.
he's got a lot to
Because
say.
if they
Emma
keep
fights
those
with
two belts,
Jeff
they have
Sneider,
a
Roxy.
very good shot.
Thanks, Mark and Christian. Man, you know, if only the question had been who plays Rufus Scrimgeour in the Harry Potter films, then Jeff Sneider, you might have, well, you still wouldn't have won because you didn't bet as many points as Paulo Oyama
Oh,
did. So
Still
unfortunately,
naive, but
no victory
Jeff
for
would
you
definitely
here today.
not
But
know that.
a game well fought.
No, it wasn't. Didn't play great, guys. Definitely psyched myself out. Wrote HAL 9000. Wrote Ant. Erased them both.
Oof.
Why would Owen Wilson and Bill Cosby be in a movie together? But really, what cost me the game was betting 1 point on Harry Potter instead of a 0. The game would have been over at the
That
end
is
of
true.
round 3. I blew it. You can't make mistakes when you're going against a guy like Paul Oyama. I made a lot of them today.
It needs to be clarified that
Tough one, man.
Had
We'll get that back, but
the
them's
incident
breaks.
with the fan
You know,
not happened,
Yeah.
then that 1
I think
point, then that 1 point
that-
versus 0 point bet on Harry Potter wouldn't have mattered.
second guessing yourself seems to be going.
That is true.
around today.
Yeah, if that
Haley was
incident
having
hadn't
that
happened,
going on during
then
the
Paul
first
would have
match
won.
here, and,
Straight up.
Yeah, it just seems like it was an epidemic, and it just kind of made its way.
But also,
today. What do you think went different?
I
Because
think
this
that
is not
that
your first live
incident
event. Obviously,
also
crushed it in Chicago.
messed with their
You and
headspaces,
Mark
both
Andreyko
of
walked away
theirs.
with the win there,
Oh,
but
very
what
much
do you
so.
think
As
really,
I said, it's one of the
affected your
lowest
performance
scoring
today?
title matches, I
I mean,
believe.
you know,
And
lot
it
of pressure,
just shows
obviously.
that
I mean,
both
I
of them
didn't have
were
anything to lose.
nervous
He had a belt
and
to lose,
they were
but,
in a
you know,
they were in their head.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Embracing the crowd is an art form.
Oh, they were
Yes.
chiseling it. And I don't know that I'm there yet. But you know what? I'm going to see Paul Oyama again, Emma Fife. I'm pretty confident in that.
Maybe in teams.
What else? I mean, listen, I'll just say, JT
Loose
and I never put
cannons
him spinner's choice and
versus-
opponent's choice on the wheel.
Versus
But
the odd
I
couple
can't
would be
bitch
pretty
about it
interesting.
because he
Interesting.
got opponent's choice and then got spinner's choice.
He
So
actually,
it's like,
yeah.
I can't be mad. I wouldn't have done it. Whatever. Good game, Paul Oyama, and thank you, Roxy,
Paul's
for keeping
fun
my head in
opponent's
it.
choice.
Because this could have been a TKO
And
really easy.
still,
Well, and I mean, your season is certainly not over. I mean, you and Mark Andreyko, the odd couple, you guys are playing in the teams tournament this year. So that is something that we'll be able to see going forward.
I would predict that you're going to see a very strong comeback in the team's tournament.
well, last
I
year.
like those odds. I've seen good stuff out of the odd couple, no doubt, largely in thanks to Roxy Stryer, who truly, I mean, things were, I mean, we all saw it.
Sneider was down.
You really hit
But
her.
I think having Roxy there in the wings, and Roxy, you coming out and
Her
encouraging
character,
Sneider
that
to,
is.
get his head back in the game really made a difference today.
I'm so proud of this guy. I mean, that was a crazy tough match. Oyama's a beast. He really is. And I was impressed today because the one thing I know for sure is that Sneider knows more than Oyama does after this.
No.
It was not about knowledge right now. He had more of the answers in his head. And I just truthfully want to
Roxy,
say
if what you were saying was true, your client would have the belt.
We walked up
Exactly.
on stage, and Oyama's first thing was, how did you not know the Shawshank question? Oyama, you missed your 2-point, your 3-point, and your 5-point.
Roxy, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but there are no belts in view now,
What
so...
kind of respect for the league is that? And Sneider has been doing
I'm
this
just,
for a
you know,
really long time.
you can
This is not
essentially
his
put a
first
sock
loss.
puppet
It will not
over
be
her
his
and just
last
do
loss,
this.
probably, but he will outlast all of them. I don't mean
Same
that
thing
'cause
with
he's not
Maya
the
Burnett.
best. I mean it because it's a game. He's a human being.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
these games are
Um,
really hard.
like, until you
And
have a belt,
I know
just,
we're going to see
you know,
Oyama again, and we're going to
pipe
kick the
down.
living crap out of him.
I will say this much. Congratulations to Paulo Oyama. You are a young prodigy, and you are the player of the year. But just because you win doesn't mean the manager gets to take credit for that success. And I really think that Roxy Stryer keeping my head in this game, bringing it down to sudden death, that is why, even though I lost the game, Roxy Stryer deserves your vote for Manager of the Year.
Yeah, she's not getting mine.
Not getting mine.
Well, there you have it.
Not mine either. Proof is in the pudding with Kaiser.
Sneider, everybody.
All right, well,
Jeff Sneider may not always have respect for the stage upon which he stands. Need I remind you of the water bottle incident in Chicago? But certainly has a lot of respect for the game and particularly for his manager, Roxy Stryer. Now back to you, Mark and Christian.
all right. Wait, what?
Oh boy.
Bobby
boy.
Gucci.
What's this?
Dagnino.
What's this?
No.
Oh, that's Tom Dagnino.
Wow.
Dagnino hitting the
And the
stage.
juice.
And
This
why
is
is
just
he
bound
here?
to go
He
wrong.
loves his attention. We
What do
know
you-
that.
Tagnino, good.
Harloff was about to
You
say
guys
good
know
to
what they
see
call
you
me
and
in
then
Japan,
thought
right?
about it.
Of course. You know what they call me in America? Just Gucci. Now you guys had a nice event in January. You know why I wasn't there? Gucci doesn't do winter apparel. Now let me tell you something here. The Five Horsemen, yeah, we're in a tailspin. Like Launchpad McQuack in like every single episode of
What?
DuckTales. We know that.
Well, first off,
But you know
Tailspin
what?
was blue.
Keep your eyes on this.
Nice try.
Oh.
Oh,
Poof.
yep, bubba da butt.
And Launchpad McQuack was DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. So sad he wasn't actually there.
Hey everybody, how's it going? You caught me at work where I work. Hello New York City. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you, even if I'm not there live. I know a lot of you may have thought like, oh, is Dan going to show up tonight? He's going to cash in the title shot to take the singles belt back. And you know what? I thought about it because it kills me to have lost that belt. I love that belt. It was my first belt. And I'd like to congratulate the new champion.
It was your second
I
belt.
know
You
who
already
they
held
are
the movie
because it
Fights
just
belt
happened,
at the
but
time.
I'm not going to say their name out loud because
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to. They were just there. Congratulations to the champ. It's a great club to be a part of or to stay a part of. And, you know, I have so much fun playing the game. And I know what it's like to win a championship in front of a live crowd. As a matter of fact, I did that
Earlier
earlier
this
year right there in New York City. I'm holding for applause. I'm assuming you applauded. That's like a hometown thing, right? Anyway, I'm hoping there was an applause break there. This is going to look really stupid. Playing in front of a live audience is such a thrill, and I really honestly did think about coming and cashing in today. But then I got to thinking about something else. And you know, one of the things that I feel like I am is a giver. I like to give people what they want. Earlier this year, I was very lucky to be given a title shot by winning the Super Bowl. I outlasted William Bibbiani, which not a lot of people can say that they've done. I was very lucky to have won that event and to have that opportunity. And I've had this title shot in my pocket all year. And a lot of people have been saying, like, oh, Dan, did you forget about your title shot? No, of course I didn't forget about it. I've been thinking about what to do with that title shot since I won it. And I think I finally know what it is I want to do. My partner, John Roca, and I are a team called the Founding Fathers. And earlier this year, we got a chance to go play in Houston. And these guys from Corruption were so angry about it. They just kept saying, like, oh, why do they get to go? We have a better record than them. We beat them. Well, it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. They were so angry that we got to go play a live event. And I was thinking about giving people what they want. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So Corruption on October 19th in Orlando, Florida. I'm going to give you what you so desperately wanted earlier this year. You get to headline a live event. And you get to headline it against me and John Roca. Because you're going to be fighting us in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah, now I'm bummed out that I
in front of an audience. That's
that
right.
I had to spoil
I'm using
for
my
me.
title shot, and I am calling you out, Corruption. You thought you were going to wait till the end of a tournament. You thought you were going to be able to close to the end of the year, maybe play 1 or 2 more games. You got to go through me and John first.
Right after this was announced live, when it was being live streamed last weekend, Christian went ahead and posted it everywhere without regarding people who couldn't see it live. But okay.
He wanted to hype up the ticket sales.
I know.
To be careful what you wish for.
And we'll discuss ticket sales in just a moment.
About how the horsemen are old, and it's time
Yeah,
to take
you're
them
going,
out
right?
the bar and put them out of their misery. Well, you get
Wait
another
a few
chance
minutes.
To prove it, and get a chance to prove it live in front of a crowd. So, Mike, Chance, put your Mickey ears on and get on the plane, because John Roca and I will see you in Orlando. Boom. Thanks for watching.
Catch us outside. How about that?
So how about that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, Orlando
Tom
just got
Dagnino
interesting.
presenting the Founding Fathers main event, October 19th for the title. Now, normally what we do with these things, we like to keep a lot of this quiet until it's released to the public. What I would love the New York crowd to do is everyone, when you have a chance, tag Chance Ellison and Mike Kalinowski and let them know the challenge has been laid down and they have been called out on October 19th. It's going down. Get your tickets now, October 19th. Now, listen to this card. This card that we're going to see on October 19th, 2 5-round fights now. You've got the Founding Fathers versus Corruption for the team championship. And on the undercard will be the singles finals for the Ultimate Schmoedown. And potentially, you could have John Roca or Chance Ellison or Mike Kalinowski playing twice in one night.
That is true.
Depending on what happens.
5-round matches, one night, and our writer Chris Goliski's head just exploded hearing that news. That is going to be impressive. We get to go to a water park the day before,
Hey,
so we'll be
has
well lubricated and ready to go on Saturday night in Orlando, Florida.
New York, we did it!
Although she really wants to compete again.
Once
I can
again,
imagine.
New York bringing the house down, championship match. And what an event it was.
Unfortunately, her first showing didn't go too well.
One more step towards.
He's better than
in the
that.
second round, going to look to either fight
Way
Bibbiani or
better
Chance
than that.
Ellison, and
Yeah, she made me look like a
Paul
chump.
Oyama, youngest champion, 6-0, 1 title defense, making it all the way to the Spectacular. Next time we'll see him defend that belt will be December 7th. We'll find out who he plays on October 19th in Orlando.
An incredible night of history was made here tonight. We could not have done it without you great fans. And how
Take
about a round of
Phoenix
applause
was
for our
thing.
incredible crew
Take
that is
the
working this
Phoenix
event.
one off.
The best in the business, bar none. They all crushed it. They
You could say
got
September
all these
14th
here.
is now
Thank you, Christian
a dark
Harloff,
phoenix.
for having such a great hometown.
Thank you, Mark Ellis. Love that poster in the front row there.
That would have been
Guys,
perfect
thank
if you had
once
like
again. You
had
really are the
sunglasses
best
on
fans
and then
in the
taken
world.
them off, and someone said,
dedicated.
"Ow!"
Roxy told me about a friend that was in the audience tonight.
God almighty.
A dark phoenix.
In the best way possible. So dedicated. So amazing. We
That
love you to
was-
death. Thank you for making this happen. Everyone watching, everyone who keeps on coming out to him. You guys are the best. We'll see you next time.
Woo!
Yeah. Well, that's it then. Okay. So, right after that call out, I do have a thought. A few years ago, I believe, a few years ago, I'm not entirely sure, but when the Patriots were on their extremely impressive run of, 9-0, they faced top 10 3 times, and every single time, Patriots won. By the way, this does include John Roca. So now, again, John Roca will once again face the current team champions after having lost twice. If they lose again, can we get the same stipulation?
I don't think it works the same when it's 2 non-title matches and then a title match.
I know, but it's still that if they lose again, it will be 3 losses, which is just a lot,
I mean, if the founding fathers do lose to corruption, then you are right to say 3 losses in a row to the same team. So maybe they might have to be put on the back burner until corruption.
Well, plus, in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna matter because now I hate saying this, I really do. I think Roca's done if they lose.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, keep in mind, then again, I think Silvestrini is going to beat him in the singles tournament.
Oh, for God's sakes, Nico. No, don't get me wrong. Rachel, you are one of my favorite people in this community. I adore you. I love you. You are great. But man, John Roca is going to have to be on his worst game for that to happen.
Yeah, and she has to be on her absolute best game, and she has to have all the luck in the world to even come close, I feel. Because this is going to be another... it's not... Look, it's
the hubris from the two. The hubris from the two of you.
Let me finish. It's going to be another Fouch versus Irwin, where it's probably going to be a knockout of TKO. And there's no way you can really defend it, I feel. But for some reason, I don't know why, you think that Silvestrini has a shot. Look, I don't know Silvestrini. I know Roca. Have you seen Roca in the past 3 years in Schmoedown? He is one of the best players. He was the champ several times.
But in fairness, have we looked at him this year?
No, I have not. But yeah, it does kind of seem like he is going towards his end, unfortunately, because he feels that he has been competing and he's been getting close, but not close enough. To be fair, he had the belt last year, but that was because things happened. But I don't think
we'll finish off the Roca portion of this discussion with this. How many times have you said this year that someone was going to get knocked out or TKO'd? I made the opposite prediction, and I ended up being right.
I don't know, and I don't care. I just, you know what? Never mind. This is not a discussion that we're going to continue right now. Paul is still the champ. Was a lot closer than a lot of people thought, but I do think that the live thing came into play. Also, I realized this is not the lowest scoring title match. That was Merle versus Harloff.
14-13, yep.
Yeah, that was lowest scoring.
And the questions there were kind of wonky.
Oh, dear God, were they?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. These questions were easier, but this had the added pressure of being a live event. That's why it didn't score as much, I feel. But yeah, what do you guys have to say? How was it live to experience this?
I still want to punch whoever that jackass was.
Oh, yeah.
I give him a little bit of forgiveness because human error. You sometimes forget that round 2 is the multiple choice, you forget the steals are available.
He wrote it down, right?
He apparently he had written it down and said it out loud before Paul had a chance to go for the steal. I'm sorry, no, that's not cool. That is not cool.
I didn't see him having a whiteboard.
No, but
yeah, but
maybe on his phone.
Going on what Sneider said. Sneider said that he saw it being written down and the guy had said it out loud. So I'm sorry, in that case, I'm sorry, but that's a no-no, and that's a big no-no. So
that's like one thing that they say every time before those live events, guys. When when the questions are being asked and we're waiting for answers, be quiet.
Don't think an answer. Don't say an answer. Don't breathe an answer. Just
keep it to yourself. Don't say it
until an answer is said.
Yeah. After the answer, you could, show off. Oh, but if there's the potential of a steal, you need to also be aware. Hey, the opponent can steal. So wait a second.
Yeah, that part was frustrating, but simultaneously, I couldn't have asked for a better match to see in New York. A match that was this close, that there were so many variables of what could have changed the outcome. Like literally, there are so many little things. Like let's say Corey Haim happened, then Sneider loses on his 5-pointer.
Yeah, there are way too many what ifs, indeed, because Sneider admitted himself that there were several moments where he had the answer and then didn't. And I think Paul had the exact same thing, where there were moments I believe his first sports question, he went to multiple choice, and right after saying the right answer, he was like, I knew that on the 2. So that's the thing. What if he had said it on the 2? It's a lot of what if. But I think it's definitely a live event.
That's a live crowd for you. Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
And speaking of anything can happen, we gotta keep in mind that one of the things that can happen is that sometimes these events can get canceled. Sadly, that's the case for Phoenix. But other times, when you say anything can happen, a Willy Wonka-style opportunity can arise. Yeah. Which brings me to this. I'm going for that golden ticket.
Yeah, well, I don't exactly know how it works, but apparently one person of the Orlando...
Four people out of the first 500 ticket buyers.
Well, no, just four people out of all the tickets.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. They need to get to 500, but if they do, then, yeah. Oh, yeah. Four people will have a shot at actually competing in the Schmoedown, which would be cool. And you guys are going, right?
He is. I'm still kind of broke from New York, but which is, although it's funny that we're saying this because now I made the joke yesterday in the D2A Facebook group that I'm like, so who wants to buy my ticket? Well, there's a possibility that might happen. So look, I'm not saying you have to. And I mean, I'm even gonna lead towards like, please don't. But if you wind up doing it, then I can't say no, and I'll be there. And I just hope, Nico, if you do get selected, you just pick me as your tribute to play on your behalf, and then you can just be my manager.
I'm sorry, dude, but listen, I want to compete on the live event in Pittsburgh next year, and I see this as my golden opportunity to get to that point. I don't know if I have a shot in hell of actually winning the match if I get selected for that forward, but I'm damn sure gonna try because I want on that stage. I see the moment, and I'm gonna seize that moment.
You're gonna dream about it for months.
For the next month, yeah.
I watched Anchorman last night. I'm watching Anchorman 2 today. I might watch Hurricane as well since Denzel Washington was asked. So I'm gonna prepare for this. All
right.
Okay.
Well, good luck with that. By the way, if Chris is gonna take charity cases, hey, me too. Yeah, that's not gonna happen especially because you have the easiness of having an in-flight country. I have to travel across the goddamn continent. So there's a difference. But anywho. Anything else to say before we wrap up?
No, I think that about do it for me.
I'm about ready to head to Taco Bell for a breakfast quesadilla.
Yeah, and I to get going because Formula One qualifying is going, and I want to see that. So, guys, with that said, please leave a like, comment on anything you saw in the video. It was crazy. A lot happened. Let us know your thoughts on the upcoming live event in Orlando, or let us know your thoughts on that douchebag in the front row. Anywho, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, Chris is writing something down. So, Nico, where can people find you?
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Nico Suave Regoli, or just Nico Suave with 4 random English numbers at the end on Discord. Again, Instagram and Snapchat, not here yet, but coming soon. Combat Wrestling Trivia on Facebook, Combat Wrestling Network on YouTube. The poorly made Twitter handle is at Combat Wrestling, the number 2. There's no letter G. We had a heavyweight championship Ironman match between Hunter Chambliss and the reigning champ Andrew Hayes. Go check that out. Should I keep plugging Rolling Crits?
Nah.
I don't know what's going on with that show.
Look, as long as they're not putting anything up, no.
Okay, then.
When they actually have something, plug it.
Okay, I'll give those guys a plug when they finally get shit up. Check out my. If you don't mind weird audio happenings, go check out the last night's Who Cares Anyway podcast with my Arrowverse discussion. We shot it on Discord, and I guess there was a lot of audio issues because of the fact that we did it on Discord.
Sorry.
We were mostly there because Zadius' headphones were really acting up on Skype, and every word I said was like destroying his eardrums. Yeah. And of course, Trivia for Thon 2 coming up in January. Call to action. We called you out. We're doing 3-on-3. And there's a 5-way Full Metal Random Schmoedown Trivia Ironman match as well between a bunch of reactors. So that's going to be fun.
Cool. All right, Chris, where can people find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, Letterboxd, and Discord at Skywalker Doman. You guys can follow this very channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A Channel. Please like our Facebook page and go join the new Facebook group, which we just started last Sunday. It launched. We are already at like 80 members, and please go join. Yeah. We want more people in so we can keep the conversation going, and we just want you guys there. But yeah, go check out the Who Cares Anyway podcast we dropped last night, and then stay tuned this Sunday at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central for a bonus episode of the Who Cares Anyway podcast, where Nico and I sat down for about 2 hours to just talk about New York, and we had a blast talking about the live event. We talked about karaoke with, all the Action Army, and we talked about the contract. It was quite hilarious.
Oh, dear God.
God. And I'll just say this. If I do end up going to Orlando, then hashtag future Schmoedown champ. And I will get in one day. If I don't get in by winning all of the belts in the Muturia face-off first, which, guys, I'm facing Sean Sandberg in the next couple of weeks. So I have to hit the gym. I have to hit the study. And I will. And I will study a lot. Because if there's anybody who's wanted a match with Sean Sandberg more than me, you better step up, because I've wanted this match for over a year and a half, and I will not lose. So help me God.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. This should be a good one. Sean is no slouch. And I mean this when I say I do think you are probably one of the most deserving people to ever compete. If you were to compete in Schmoedown, you definitely deserve that based on how you do. You're a very good competitor, and I think you could hold your own in those leagues. We'll have to wait and see when you finally get the call up. Anyway, guys, this is always a thing. So yes, keep going. And in the meantime, you can follow me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, Case on Facebook and Letterboxd. And soon to make my debut in Geektacular at the Movie Trivia Face-Off against Tony Yield, because he's a loudmouth and I need to set him up. That's why.
He is a loudmouth.
With that said, guys, until our next video, take care.
Yeah!